Good morning, YouTube. Week 4 of the cut. Well, not really the cut. We kind of
stuffed up. We ate around 30,000 calories in the past 4 days. Alright, 30,000 calories, and we were meant to be on 3K calories.
Or 2,800 next week. So what I did, I drank alcohol last night and I ate a lot. So I woke up, had a coffee with half a scoop of casein protein, just to, get a slow digesting protein in there. We don't want to have too many carbs or fats, nothing. We had enough of that last night. We're doing a fasted chest and back session today.
This is the drink of replenishment.
We got some honey, glutamine, creatine, and apple cider vinegar as well. Okay, this is gonna help me, get my electrolytes back up and keep me hydrated throughout my workout. And I'm using 10 grams of honey because I don't wanna get low sugar levels and start getting dizzy. 10 grams is fine, that'll be enough for me. 10 grams. We're having the glutamine because glutamine's an amino acid. It's gonna help preserve muscle and not have me lose any muscle because I'm in a fasted state. 10 grams of this. This drink is disgusting, yeah, it's not gonna be nice, but it's worth it. You're gonna make up for what you did. 30,000 calories in 4 days is pretty stuffed up. So this is how I'm gonna fix it, and I'm not gonna let it affect me. A bit more creatine, 7 grams. Now, salt, very important. You need salt to hydrate yourself. Without salt, and you keep drinking water, you're gonna get dehydrated more. So, 10 grams of apple cider vinegar, bit of lemon. If I throw up, let's take some pre-workout and go to the gym. Okay guys, fasted sesh, here we come, chest and back. We're starting off with barbell bench press. I love this exercise. A lot of people don't feel it in their chest, but all you gotta do is arch your back a little bit, maybe put your feet back so you get that leg drive, go all the way down, touch your chest, all the way back up. Now notice how my arms aren't too close and they're not too far apart. So I get that perfect max chest activation, and my elbows are almost coming down at a 45-degree angle, which is perfect to activate the chest because the muscle fibers in the chest run that way. Second exercise, barbell Smith machine incline press. I'd said that the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. Same principle. Don't go too wide, don't go too close. Okay, see how I noticed at the start I looked at my hands. I made sure they're not too wide and I made sure they're perfectly evenly apart. All the way down, arch your back also on this too, and put it on a 30-degree incline. I find that's best for my upper chest. No higher than that, you're just gonna hit the front delts. You don't wanna hit the front delts. And notice, because this is a machine that's very fixed, I'm going nice and slow and taking advantage of that control I have. Third exercise, incline cable flies. Now, this machine, don't put the cables all the way to the bottom. I see a lot of people doing that. That activates your front delts. Put them just below your waist height or at your waist height, and kind of move your hands in the motion I am now. The top of the movement, your hands have to be under your chin in the mirror. So notice how it's kind of under my chin, and I'm going, all the way back, all the way forward, and you'll really feel that in the middle of your upper chest. And honestly, no other exercise hits my upper chest like this one. This is amazing. I'm doing a drop set on this because I love them that much. Okay, I'm gonna finish it off with also flat dumbbell flies. You go really slow on these. Arnold Schwarzenegger claims you got a really big chest from this exercise. So you go all the way down to where the dumbbells nearly touch the floor. Obviously at the start you're not going to be able to do this because your chest can't stretch that much, but the more you do this exercise, the more better it gets, and the more better you'll get at the full range of motion. That's it with everything. But this exercise is very hard. Not many people like doing it, but I love doing it. It's so good. Now just look at that chest pump. Okay, onto back. Smith machine barbell rows. I prefer this over the free weight barbell rows because it's a more fixed range of motion. It's simple up and down. At the bottom, shoulder blades are being fully extended. At the top, the bar is touching my belly button. Okay, I'm keeping my back straight and my knees bent, so I find that center of gravity and I'm not, putting too much strain on my lower back. I love this exercise. I already have a massive pump. Second exercise, unilateral cable rows. So one at a time. Guys, with exercises doing one arm at a time, especially with cables, the whole point is to even out your back. One side can be stronger than the other. My left is stronger than my right on my back because I'm left-handed. Okay, that's the same with my chest. That's why I do these, the same amount of reps on each side to even them out. Okay, the right side's gonna be harder for me. I just hit 15 or 16 reps on the other one. It was a bit light. Now I'm gonna struggle hitting 16 reps with this arm, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I go to a weight, I put it on a weight. See how it's light? I only have 4 plates on there, or 5. I put it on a weight I'm able to do on both arms. Even if my stronger arm feels like it can do a couple more reps, I stop and I do more on the other arm. Okay guys, This is lats now. Finishing off with lats. Lat pullovers is the best. I see people, starting their exercises with lats or even midway doing lats. I feel like lats need to be a finisher at the end of the session. Just like doing chest flies at the end of a chest session, you do lats at the end of a back session. Okay? 45-degree angle. On the way down, stick your chest up and you'll really feel it in the lats, and keep your elbows bent in that certain position and only move your shoulders. This is a shoulder movement to activate the lats. The lats pull the arms downwards. Now look at that pump, looking beautiful. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Front lat spread, this, that. That was a crazy workout, guys. It was really hard because we were fasted. I was so tempted to go to the front of the gym and buy some snake lollies just for my blood sugar. I was starting to feel dizzy, but a fasted sesh, trying to burn as much calories as we can because we drank alcohol last night and we ate a lot of bullshit. It was beautiful food, don't get me wrong, but a lot of fat, a lot of carbs, and we're not starving ourselves today, and we're not doing this as a punishment, but we're doing this as a reset, setback. If you do this as a punishment for yourself, you're gonna keep being in the same cycle. Eat a lot and then punish yourself the next day. This is just kind of a reset, get all my water retention out. That's why I went on kind of a fasted walk this morning. Looked actually pretty good in the gym today. Just the strength was a little bit lower. Like I usually bench 85, 90 kilos. Today was 80 kilos. So, all in all, it was good. Didn't track how many calories this is, but we've got 200 grams of potatoes, some carbs. You can only go so long without carbs after having the past 3 days of binging. Kangaroo, very lean, and a bit of reduced sugar tomato sauce on top. I had a lot of fat yesterday and I don't need to have much fat today, so I'm just chucking in 3 eggs for some good healthy fats. Kangaroo is great if you live in Australia. I don't know if you can get it overseas. High in iron, has L-carnitine in it, which helps your body metabolize fat when you're in a calorie deficit. So basically use fat as energy. It's more leaner than chicken breast as well. I always usually cook beef mince with eggs. So now I'm replacing it with kangaroo mince with eggs, and it doesn't taste as good as beef. It's 2% fat. The rest of the week, we're gonna do 2,800 calories, probably around a 500 calorie deficit for me. So now the cut's decently starting and we should get shredded from now. I weighed 93.5 kilos today, and last week I actually weighed 93.5 kilos. So the first day I binged, the next day I just ate protein, maybe a bit of carbs after the workout. That binging day had no effect on me. And look, I didn't binge for no reason. I was at a birthday.
And I'm not gonna not eat on my mate's birthday. It was his 22nd and...
it was beautiful food there. It was basically a planned binge. Now, last night I had my cousin's 21st, so obviously I drank a bit of alcohol, not too much. So I drank it first before I ate, so the good alcohol effects without having, too much food in my stomach, then I have to drink more. So I got tipsy and we had a good time. And today, this is what we're doing to recover. And then we're back on track next week. We didn't really get affected by this binge eating week because I planned ahead and knew what I was gonna do. The amount of carbs I put into this, probably only around 30, 35 grams. It's just enough carbs to help with post-workout recovery. All in all, today's a low carb, low fat, high protein day with a lot of cardio and hard training. Hydration is on point. We made that recovery drink in the morning. Apple cider vinegar apparently helps with insulin sensitivity. So your body actually uses carbs in your muscles more rather than storing it as fat. So that'll help after a big 3 days of binging. We had glutamine and creatine before the session. Both of them will help with muscle recovery and retaining the muscle while I'm training. And we don't want our body to eat into muscle for energy while we're training because we don't want to lose muscle. We want to keep our muscle and gain muscle. Guys, let me tell you, that sesh was absolutely like,
it was just me and the weights.
No song was G'ing me up. No song was making me like, yes, let's lift this weight. You need a crazy mindset when you're doing a fasted sesh. Honestly, the pump was there and I didn't look that much fatter. Post-workout meal done. Also having a green tea and ginger in it. Ginger is an anti-inflammatory. Green tea has a lot of antioxidants, has a bit of caffeine to get you going. We also have vitamin D. So I always supplement vitamin D in winter because you're not getting any sun and you don't get enough from your diet, especially when you're on a cut. Vitamin D is good for your bones, good for hormone production, good for everything. 1 a day does the job, and have it after a fatty meal, and take zinc and magnesium as well. It's pretty good for you guys, but don't overdo it. Don't take multivitamins. Again, supplements are supplements. They're to supplement, they're not to overdo. To finish off the day, we have a meal before we sleep. I don't want to have too many carbs, as I said. A banana, a little bit of oats, a bit of mixed berries, a little bit of honey, and 2 scoops of casein protein powder. Now, why casein? As I said before, casein is a type of protein that digests slowly. Whey digests fast. Casein is good before you sleep. Like now I'm going to sleep in the next hour because it digests slowly. It's a constant release of protein throughout your sleep, throughout the night, whereas whey is very fast. Casein nice and slow for when you're sleeping, because when you're sleeping, you recover the most. That's a fact. Now, Shabs, why berries? Why raw honey? Packed with antioxidants. Apparently raw honey increases test, so I'm gonna do it. Bananas, good potassium, magnesium before I sleep. Oats are amazing carbs. Everyone knows that. Probably had 1,500 calories max today. Still, the purpose of today, guys, was to use the carbs and energy I had from yesterday. Because I had lasagna, pasta, so much meat. I wanted to use that up all today, and I made sure I used that up in my fasted workout and my fasted walk around my block for an hour. And it was a pretty intense walk. So I burnt a lot of calories, and I know my body was prioritizing that food from yesterday as the first energy source. So I know after that, I can probably have a little bit more carbs and food to replenish my muscles after the workout. Hence why I'm having some carbs now. If you do what I'm doing now, don't use that as an excuse to cheat, okay? This is only for like birthdays or once in a while things. You know, you can do this and make up for it, because then you're just punishing yourself and you're gonna get stuck into this bad routine where it's like, oh, I'm gonna eat a lot today and stuff my face till I vomit, and then I'll just starve myself tomorrow. Like, it's not a good mental pattern to put yourself in. You have to control yourself and know you're doing this as a controlled benefit. Be responsible and don't use this as an excuse to go binge. Everyone, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're enjoying the series, and comment something, comment a question, comment a video idea. I'm here to help you out. I'm here to show you what I'm doing, and I love doing it. And I'm not here to talk bullshit. I'm here to talk the truth. I'm natural, so that's something you can relate to as well if you're natural watching this, because I'm pretty sure if you want to watch someone on gear, you watch someone on gear and they look better than me as well. And you know, but I hope that you trust me and you implement what I'm doing and stay consistent with it, and you'll feel great. And if you need to change up a couple of things, whether it's a training style or something I put in my food, that's it, change it up. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. I'm gonna start telling you how much I weigh every week. So now I'm 93.5 kilos, remember that. The same as last week, week 3. So next week's week 5 of the cut. Hopefully we're gonna drop a kilo or half a kilo. Let's get it, stay tuned. Thank you for watching.